What's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazable, coming at you with another EP review. And this one is a bit of a kind of a weird but not weird throwback, I feel, because this band has been gone for a long time, but apparently they're making some moves. They're coming back, so that's interesting. The EP is called, well, the band name is called From the Pond, and I think it's just a self-titled EP they dropped. They dropped it at the end of 2023, right before the end of the year. And before that, they had an Instagram page come up and everything. And so I was like, oh, these guys are coming back and everything because they're a band that's been around since like I think 2003, 2004. And I remember seeing them like on a few tour flyers for like a mirror back in like '08 and '09. I checked them out and everything. I was like, oh, this is cool. It's a cool New York band. But unfortunately, I think they broke up around that time or a little bit after that, and they never toured outside of New York that much, I think. So I never got a chance to see them or anything. And so I'm pretty stoked that now I'm older, they're older, I at least get to review their music, check it out and everything, and talk about them and everything. So yeah, we're going to talk about this band from Long Island, New York, called From the Pond. We got some simple hardcore style riffing here, good solid drumming, and a simple breakdown. It's a simple intro to like let everyone get reintroduced to the band and everything, and I think does an okay job of doing that.
Even when you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's you and punctures.
This is where the EP really kicks off and everything, and you really get an instant feeling for that mid 2000s hardcore style of music, with like the stringy like guitars, the nice positive energy that they're giving off with their style of playing, fun bouncy riffs and drums, and some like overall like really decent harsh vocals. This is like prime mid 2000s, early 2000s hardcore, I think. And there's a really good bass line on this particular track, and there's a really good transition to do. Like there's this thing where like right before a breakdown they slow it down a little bit and everyone goes side to side like to mosh and everything. They do a really good job here. One of my favorite parts of moshing, the side to side, ooh, gets me going every time. So I want to play a little clip of, I think this song is called Hev Shivlai. If the band or anyone is watching this, please help me correct this. But yeah, here's a clip of the second track.
I stand before you, a conductor of this orchestra.
It's those backing guitars that give it that mid 2000s vibe. I feel like that stringy background, like it's not just all chug chug chug. A little bit of like melodic playing here. I noticed on this particular song, they have a very distinctive guitar tuning, and on the last song, I mentioned it that they have like a melodic sound, and like as I was listening to the song, I was like, oh wait, yeah, that's what it's called. They have a very melodic feel and vibe to the song and this band, especially with the guitar work. So that's really cool. They have really good gang vocals on this track. It's really nice and appreciated. I also feel like it's a weird way to say this, but the guitars here, the way they're being played, has like a weird sadness to it. I don't know if that makes sense, but guitars can be sad, I guess. Yeah. It's good, like emo, like hardcore. Like there's like a layer of emo underneath this band's sound and vibes, but it's really just good, solid melodic hardcore. Then they have like the breakdowns in the song are really good, but the second breakdown in the song sounds really, really good, especially with the bass playing it and everything. So I want to play a clip of the song Traversing to Moments Once Found.
Will reweave this tapestry of life with threads of pestilence. Does that come with time?
Good breakdowns. On this particular track, the drums sound really good. They're mixed in really good, and the playing here is really, really dynamic. Kind of a mix of like youth crew style hardcore and melodic hardcore, I think. So it's a good mesh of those two styles. Really, really good song to mosh to. There's like some good moshing parts here. But I will say the song is like over before you know it. So it's a good and bad thing, I think. So yeah. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on this new EP from the Pond. Their first release in probably what, 15 plus years. And for a band that's been gone away for such a long time and then coming back to still be very solid, if not a little bit better than they were before. I think age, experience, life has helped them become better musicians because this is a pretty solid EP. They're really bringing that mid 2000s melodic hardcore style back in a way that I don't think you see too much of it now, and they're doing it really well. The guitars have a lot of weight to them, and like I said earlier, they have like a weird sadness to them that just sounds so good in just what they're creating with the guitars alone. So those are like my favorite parts of this EP. And then you have the vocals here who are I don't know if it's the same vocalist from back in the day or it's a new one, but they're consistently good throughout the EP, which is really nice because consistency is really important with vocals, I think. And he sounds really good. He's bringing like a lot of passion with his vocals and everything. So I think it's not just like we just want to make music for money or whatever. I feel like they really had something to say and wanted to say something getting out. So there's like some built up energy there and you can feel it. The drumming is pretty good and solid. Nothing too flashy there. It's doing its job, laying down what it needs to do, staying in the pocket, being pretty tight. So that's really good. The bass has some good bass lines throughout the EP, but overall it's just laying in the cut and adding some good subtle texture to the songs overall. And the production here is pretty good. Everyone seems mixed in really well. Nothing's overpowering and nothing's really being drowned out. Everything feels really balanced out. And I guess the only thing I had an issue was like the intro, like it was just really okay. And I guess it was a good way to reintroduce the band to everyone. But it was just really okay. And while the rest of the EP I think was a lot better. But teach their own, I guess. But I would still say that this EP from the Pond, after being away for so long, is a good solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, so check out this band from the Pond. They're making I don't know if it's a comeback or they just want to play shows again. Regardless, check them out. The Long Island hardcore scene is really blowing up with like bands like Koyo, Sanction, Blood Runs, Cold, Pain of Truth. So it's good that these guys are coming back so they can play with the young bloods and have a good like relationship and everything. So check these guys out from the Pond. I'm Matt from Diazable. Thanks for coming on by. I'll see you in another review. Bye.